Hello everyone, and welcome to my UK Royal Family News channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The King pays a moving homage to his mother during his visit to the Palace of Holyroodhouse. As they celebrate the King's first Holyrood week since his coronation in May, King Charles and Queen Camilla are currently in Canada. This week, King Charles and Queen Camilla were officially welcomed to Scotland when they paid an emotional visit to the newly installed Jubilee Gates at the Palace of Holyroodhouse's Abbey Yard entrance. The gates were built last year to commemorate the late Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee, and the High Constables of the palace were there to welcome their majesties as they arrived to inspect them. Camilla appeared wearing a raincoat and holding an umbrella, which was unfortunate given the dismal Scottish weather. Still, she and Charles were beaming as they were photographed outside the gates. The royal family is in Scotland for Royal Week, also known as Holyrood Week, an annual festival of Scottish culture that will mark Charles' first as monarch in 2023. On a voyage filled with nostalgia to Britain, Charles rules the waves. On the occasion of the Royal Yacht Britannia's 25th anniversary of arrival in Edinburgh, King Charles does a tour of the vessel. While touring the former Royal Yacht Britannia, where he and his family enjoyed so many wonderful summers, King Charles took a trip down memory lane. The monarch, 74, stepped aboard the yacht at her permanent residence in Edinburgh's Leith neighbourhood, where she is a popular tourist destination with 300,000 visits each year. It was the 25th anniversary of the boat's arrival in the Scottish capital, and former crew members and employees, as well as representatives of the charitable trust that owns the yacht, were on board to welcome him. Charles and Princess Anne traveled to Malta on Britannia's inaugural trip when they were 6 years old to meet their parents. They and the rest of the family spent a lot of summer vacations aboard, exploring the Western Isles by boat and setting up camp on secluded beaches away from the crowds. The kids were kept occupied and occasionally assisted the yacht's 230-person crew, 22 officers, and staff from the royal household by cleaning on deck. There was so much to do, and we used so much energy, Princess Anne recounted. We couldn't describe our time on the yacht as a rest. However, there was plenty of time for entertainment. In hot weather, an inflatable pool was built up on the deck. Kids bought candies from the NAAFI shop on the yacht, and there were water battles and treasure hunts. Later, when traveling the Mediterranean on the Britannia, Charles and Princess Diana spent a portion of their honeymoon. Britannia served as a family vacation destination for Prince William and Harry before she was decommissioned in 1997 and not replaced, much to Queen Elizabeth's dismay. Britannia made 696 international visits with royalty and other dignitaries during its nearly 44 years of service. At the beginning of a week of royal engagements north of the border, newly crowned Fair Queen of Bonus Lexi Scotland, 11, welcomed Charles to Kinneil House, the former residence of the Dukes of Hamilton, at Bonus Falkirk. When the king moved into the Palace of Holyroodhouse, he was also given the keys to Edinburgh during the customary ceremony of the keys. At a service of thanksgiving tomorrow at St Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh, he will be joined by Queen Camilla, Prince William, and Kate. There, he will receive the honours of Scotland, the country's crown jewels. MSPs from Scotland have come under fire for planning a predictably childish insult to King Charles. The Scottish Greens were allegedly out of touch with the majority of Scots, according to the Scottish Tories. The Scottish Greens co-leaders have come under fire for skipping a service of gratitude for the king. Patrick Harvey and Lorna Slater, two of the most vocal Republican MSPs in Holyrood and ministers in the Scottish government, have said they won't be at the special ceremony tomorrow at St Giles Cathedral on the Royal Mile in Edinburgh to commemorate Charles' coronation. Instead, Mr. Harvey will speak at a protest against the monarchy that our republic is organizing outside of Holyrood. The group, which is in a partnership with the SNP, was accused of student politics by the Scottish Conservatives. Donald Cameron, a spokesman for the Scottish Conservatives on constitutional issues, stated. This stance is entirely typical of the Greens' student politics, and Patrick Harvey's attention-seeking declaration that he'll be attending a Republican demonstration instead is predictably immature. If he wants to raise important issues, he should start by examining his behavior while serving as a government minister. The Greens might not have succeeded in delivering a deposit return plan, but they can regurgitate tiresome anti-monarchy arguments with ease. The radical Greens are out of touch with the majority of Scots, who view the coronation and the King's dedication to Scotland as reasons to celebrate, as they are with so many other matters. Instead of attending the ceremony when Charles will be given the honours of Scotland, the nation's crown jewels, Mr. Harvey said he is proud to be speaking at the protest. Many Scots view the monarchy as a wearying spectacle and a representation of beliefs we don't share, he said. I will be honored to speak at the Our Republic rally and to join forces with those who desire the creation of a more democratic society in which money and power are shared by all rather than passed down via inheritance. That is only one of the reasons I back Scottish independence. It will provide us with the chance to reflect on our current political system and work toward creating a society that is fairer and more equal. The monarchy is nothing to celebrate in Scotland in the 21st century, Ms. Slater continued. It is a non-democratic institution that is out of date. How can a system that gives one family access to such unearned money and privileges while millions of people have so little be justified? Scotland is capable of becoming a contemporary, democratic republic with a legitimately elected head of state. I want every youngster in Scotland to understand that they live in a true democracy and that they can become the most powerful person in the world, regardless of their familial background. A self-declared Republican and leader of the SNP in Scotland, Humza Yousaf, will attend the event. As part of Holyrood Week, the King and Queen are currently in Canada. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any updates.